Okay, welcome back to the Adventure Within channel. My name is Andrew Fritz. I'm a clairvoyant, healer, and meditation teacher. In this video, I'd like to talk about how to kind of handle and manage other people's thoughts and opinions about you. For the most part, some of the judgments or opinions that come your way might not really bother you or really affect you. And again, everything in the universe is energy. There's always energy flowing through us and around us. It's not until we resist where the energy gets kind of stuck, gets caught. And I did a video recently on neutrality and forgiveness, and this is another good example or reason why neutrality is important. That um, you know, whether it's in the moment or after the fact, in regard to someone judging you in some way, and judgment doesn't necessarily feel good, right? Neutrality is a great way to kind of just let that pass through you. And in a sense, especially if it's after the fact, neutrality can really be a healing, is what I find. And you get freed up. You have that sense of freedom. Um, but yeah, there might be certain opinions or judgments where it's, whatever, no big deal. And then there's something someone says, or you can kind of just sense that they're in judgment of you. And maybe they're not verbalizing it, but you can definitely pick up on it. You're psychic. Everyone's psychic. That's an aspect of that. And, yeah, you go into resistance and then it kind of sticks. Really other people's thoughts and opinions about you don't really hold much meaning, really, unless you actually make it, right? Then it becomes something, then it becomes an issue, a kind of a problem until you eventually can go, oh, okay, wait a second. Let me kind of detach from this and let this go, let this be. Otherwise it's stuck, right? And, and that can happen where, we have these judgments kind of that head our way and they get stuck, and then it almost becomes a part of who we are sometimes, right? And you can, it seems real to you. If someone says, "Oh, hey, you're a dummy," and then you kind of cling to that because you resisted it. Your kind of initial reactions like, no, no, I'm not a dummy. Um, And so that sticks. And that's a very simple one. I think a lot of people can relate to that kind of, that getting labeled stupid in some way. Um, and then we kind of embrace that as if oh, me stupid, I am stupid. And and so it's, that's the beauty of meditation and clairvoyance, being able to look within and kind of go, oh, wait a second, here's this judgment from this person from this long ago, and it's still there. It's still affecting me. I've kind of felt dumb in some kind of way. And that's, it's not the truth, right? It's just an energy. It's just a thought picture that you kind of got stuck on. And so, yeah, that's being neutral and being aware and forgiveness. These are all great things that can help you kind of move past that. And because that's never really true, you know what I mean? If you really kind of look beyond, those judgments, then you start to get more to the core essence of who you are. And it's not going to be dumb. You're actually quite the opposite, quite incredibly bright. Because we are light, and it is very bright. Um, so yeah, that's it's really meaningless. It's not, we can get worked up about it. And we want to go against it. We want to fight it, and then, that's where it sticks, right? And so being neutral is just letting it pass and just having the awareness of, oh, this is someone else's energy. This is someone else's thought about me. And they can have that thought all day long or all life long. That's theirs. But the more you get clear and gain a certainty about, oh, this is who I am. This is my truth. Oh, anytime judgment flies your way, after that, oh yeah, you can just fly past you because, oh no, I know who I am. I know my truth. I'm not these judgments that are flying my way from this person or this group of people or whoever it is, really. Um, and if something gets caught and maybe you're just unconscious of it, you can always turn within and become aware of it and heal yourself and move past that pretty quickly. But that's the beauty of when I look at clairvoyance and meditation, that you know it takes some time where you can start to see pretty clearly. And when you, yeah, you're going to see lies and illusions, but when you start to see more of who you are and your truth, and you see that clearly over and over, you start to develop a sense of certainty. I've seen this over and over, um, numerous times in a very clear way. Now I'm certain about this is my energy and this is my truth. And at that point, you begin to differentiate. Oh, well, this is me. And then you start to notice, oh, there's other energy. Yeah, that might impact you in different ways, and you might sense it on different levels. But then you go, oh, no, because I'm so certain about my essence and my truth, I know that this energy over here, it's not me. I can just let it go. I don't have to fight it, solve it, figure it out. I can just drop it. Um, and you just kind of go back to, no, I'm certain about my energy. And really, you graduate to a sense of seniority where you're so certain about your energy. Um, you've seen it so many times, recognized it so many times. You have such certainty that you go on to eventually graduate to a level of seniority where you're just really you're choosing your energy and you're choosing it to set the tone. And wow, if your energy is setting the tone, what does life look like for you? Um, and really, that's a powerful place to be in, and not power about over other people. It's personal power. Um, and yeah, then what? And that's always the amazing thing is that when you turn your clairvoyant ability on, and you can start to look at the seven major chakras, and you look at, well, how much of my energy is actually running in these chakras versus other people's energy and programming and conditioning and all that from just our upbringing. And sometimes you'd be quite surprised of how much of it is actually not your energy. And okay, life ain't that bad, right? And just imagine if you actually start to deprogram out everyone else's energy, um, all that, and move that out and bring more of your energy in and run your energy in your chakras, then yeah, what are different aspects of your life? Because that's the inner work, right? And you do the inner work, and then kind of things on the outside start to change. Different parts of your life start to change. And then, wow, how does providing yourself look like? What does your relationship with the planet look like? How do you start feeling? How do you go about doing things? Is maybe how your parents did things is not really in alignment with how you want to do things in this lifetime, or just people from your past, or whatever it might be, whoever conditioned you. And it's, I used to kind of get upset about, some of the programming I've had, but then you start to realize as you get older and wiser, and you're doing your meditation work, that we kind of, we have these bodies. We need a sense of programming to survive, but it's just a matter of when you turn within, you start to kind of go, well, what is my truth here? Maybe how you were programmed, how to survive. Maybe that's really not for you. Maybe that doesn't work for you. And you can turn within and start to look at, well, what's my truth about surviving? And perhaps that energy and that might look very different from how you were programmed. And really, this is kind of getting into the difference between fate and destiny. I find that fate is kind of more associated with kind of your programming, what you're programmed and conditioned with in your upbringing, where destiny is more in alignment with your purpose and your higher self, your kind of true calling, your mission statement for this lifetime. And so, yeah, that might look a little different. And that's a giant growth period to go from to move away from fate to destiny. That could be very scary. But that's something that I'm interested in, is being able to embrace my truth on all the different levels. And sometimes it involves risk, and it involves a lot of growth and healing and change. And that's what energy work is about. And psychic meditation, exploring your different psychic abilities. But anyway, kind of getting back to other people's thoughts. Yeah, don't this is the beauty of really turning within and discovering who you are, because when you know who you are and what your energy is all about and your truth, when these these thoughts and judgments and opinions come from other people. It's kind of comical. It's just, oh, well, that's not my energy. It's not my picture. I don't have to do anything about it. That's their projection onto me. And I can just kind of remain true in my own energy. Not a problem. And anything that you've, picked up over the years, you can continue healing yourself and peeling those away and just getting more to your true essence and really letting that kind of really shine through. It's always there. It doesn't go away. It's just a matter of it just gets covered up and just kind of healing yourself and restoring yourself back to wholeness. So yeah, this is it's just something to kind of be aware of is that, yeah, when other people's thoughts are coming your way, just realize that's their thought. And I, that's not my truth. And yeah, that can come your way. It can kind of affect you in different ways. Sometimes you can be very sensitive to that. But just reminding yourself, and that's what meditation is. It's just constant reminding yourself of the truth and becoming more and more aware of that. And I think the more aware of you are of yourself and your truth, the more you're standing in your power. You're incredibly powerful. And that's the thing is that it's not that some people are more powerful than others. It's just some people might have their creative power more freed up and they might be more aware of their creative power. That's kind of the difference. And yeah, when you're standing in your truth, you're probably more aware of your creative power. And it's again nothing to do with power over the people. It's very transformational for yourself. And I think that when you have that for yourself, that can inspire other people. People are inspired when they're around you or when you're talking, because they're going, "Wow, okay, this person has something that I want," and it's just them realizing that they already have it. It's just becoming aware of it within their own selves. So really to kind of conclude all this is just becoming aware within yourself, your true essence and your truth that, yeah, other people's thoughts, it's not a big deal. I don't have to prove that wrong. I don't have to fight it. I can just be neutral. I can let it pass on through and just continue being myself. So hope that's helpful in some way. I kind of went on a rant in different directions, but hopefully that was maybe somewhat entertaining and insightful. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.